arrangement of Amazing Grace. The composer's notes for this piece, Frank Kelly, he says, I wanted my setting of Amazing Grace to reflect the powerful simplicity of the words and melody, to be sincere, to be direct, to be honest, and not through the use of novel harmonies and clever tricks, but by traveling traditional paths in search of truth and authenticity. I believe that music has the power to take us to a place that words alone cannot, and so my own feelings about Amazing Grace reside in this setting itself. The harmony, texture, orchestration, and form are inseparable, intertwined so as to be perceived as a single expressive entity. The spiritual Amazing Grace was written by John Newton, who lived between 1725 and 1807, a slave ship captain who, after years of transporting slaves across the Atlantic Ocean to the New World, suddenly saw through divine grace the evilness of his acts. First published in 1835 by William Walker in the Southern Harmony, Amazing Grace has since grown to become one of the most beloved of all spirituals. Amazing Grace was commissioned by John Whitwell in loving memory of his father, John Harvey Whitwell. It was first performed in 1994 by the Michigan State University Wind Symphony, John Whitwell conductor. This is Frank Kelly's Amazing Grace.